What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to some more Vicky 3 as Italy. Diplomatic play against Schweden. Schweden, what do you have for me, Schweden? Holy fucking rivalries. Are you friends with anybody? You are pretty strong. You're a major power. There's like no reason for me to go up there, though. Oh, we have 4 years to deal with that demand. We won't get involved, but it's there. Let's check our subjects. Brazil's now below the threshold where they're actually a concern. Our puppets are also fine. Meaning I could just welcome Serbia into puppet status. We shall. Let's also come over to our new puppet here and say exempt from service and reduce your payments. We're going to start getting the other guys integrated as well. So we did just pass 50. That means I can welcome one of you new guys into our... Did you get subjugated? You got fucking subjugated. I tried so hard to get them set up here. Bohemia? Yep. So 4 independents. Let's check out those independents. France, of course. Persia, Uruguay, and Johor. We can start welcoming in these guys. We probably should. Okay, next round we're going to invite all these countries into our confederation. I think only Johor and Persia. Johor, Persia. What was their third one? Uruguay. Yeah, 1 year there. I think we're good with Persia. Yeah, you'll be 1 year. Same with Johor. You'll be right there as well. So we can start inviting people again. The goal here is to get and make sure that any of these guys we are inviting, whenever we get above 50%, we can always subjugate somebody. That's kind of the line we're trying to draw in the sand here. You don't want a power block embassy. Well, I have options for you. I can do this wonderful thing called a goods transfer. There's probably a resource that you need. Right now it says artillery. I can just send you as much artillery as you don't care about, or porcelain. There, 14 goods is worth of porcelain. And what else can we do? We can do small arms. You need some of this? Bam, some small arms. Need some artillery? Here's some artillery. Maybe I can throw in some other stuff. Oh, you an obligation. You're pretty close. I'll throw a little bit of money their way. I'll do just like 10k. Like 5,000. Bam. How many times have I gotten this in that playthrough? Alright, and that will get us Colombia, hopefully, into the power block, and we'll have damn near everybody in the southern region of America here. Let's work on the rest. We'll do it. Oh, export independence is there, so I don't want defensive pact. Why do you hate me? Cohesion's the main part. They don't like the low cohesion. I'm actually fine doing just like a 5k money transfer to all of you. Oh. I can also send you a little bit of goods that you need. Yeah, here's some goods you don't have to pay for. Belongs to Ecuador. That is confusing to me. But we're going to lose a power block embassy and lose the money transfer. It probably will just be enough. Hope it'll be enough. We can just keep improving here. Guarantee Penance investment rights. You don't want the power block embassy because it's very expensive. Bam. We'll do the same here. I could have already broke a fucking treaty. You're joking, right? You've decided you hate me. Oh, you've welcomed these guys in. Okay. You've subjugated yourself. Interesting. That's very interesting. We can deal with that, though. That's not a problem. Everyone else is good with us. We're just going to start inviting people in as they accept. Chile is first. %. If I do this, you're at 80%. Low cohesion is part of it. 95%, I'll take that risk. Well, let's give these guys obligations. And start the timer ticking and getting these guys involved. And welcome to our power block. We now have almost full control of South America, barring the Dutch. Who, by the way... I think I can swing some stuff with you. Let's do some money transfers with the Dutch. Welcome. Let's do 15 years of this. The power block must grow. Yes. This is awesome. Okay, now with this, we'll probably get Montenegro in anytime we really wanted to. You're disinterested. Denmark back down to a revolt. That's new. Haven't seen that in quite some time. Alright, and our cohesion is 41. Okay. To the left. More P-Brine. How we fixed P-Brine? Oh, I gotta get rid of it. At least 50% sacrifice P-Brine for 1 year. So I could do it. We'll just leave it. I don't care about the silk industry. We have enough external stuff that I can get rid of that I don't... It's like not hurting us, and we don't really have the authority to be spending it. Wonder how much influence we're getting from our trade. Well, I'm already 100. Like, it's not... We get probably more from our total items here than we do from most of our rivalries. Like, granted, we're still a lot from our... Like, we can do the math in reverse here. So that's 1,000, 1,500, 1,600. It was, well, 1,400 is what that is. 1,750. Yes, we have almost just under 1,000 from all of our trade, which is just as good as being a great power. Leader of the rural folks. Who are you? You're, I don't care. You're moderate. Enjoy your time. Need to swap someone else over to our wonderful telephone switchboards. A lot of unrealized taxes here. Our great nation. Completely forgot we could construct the Suez if we wanted to. Okay, next one we're gonna do is Persia. Let's start cohesion. We can invite some more people here. Welcome, Venezuela. You're not as close. Take the obligation. 64. We'll do probably like one more. I want to get the Netherlands. Cohesion gets up, they'll accept. If their attitude changes, so we're going to go and lobby the Dutch. Fund lobbies here. And with our excess money here, we're just going to get our porcelain stuff. I'm just going to choose not to address the Pirene issue. We'll live with it. No Versace in this timeline. Or Versace. I wonder if mandates helping to this would be really cool too. Chemical fertilizers. Takes oil though. We have enough oil. We probably could just make more money by swapping all of you to citrus. So we're gonna do it. Actually, don't know if that was more valuable. Oh well. Leave that up. Some places don't have electricity. I'll need to fix that soon, but oh well. And I think I can start lowering my gold reserves even higher, unless we need more. We do need more construction. Oh my lord. That's overkill. But there's no better kill than overkill. We'll be here for a little bit. Let's go and unpause while I do this. I guess we can get a handle on our construction investment. It's just hard to do. 500,000 in funds. I saw railroads that need to be built in our list. Okay. Probably will eclipse 1 million. Definitely will eclipse 1 million. That's not going to be a problem. Standard living, we are tied for first with our own subject again. So subject here, you're a subject, you're a subject, you're a subject, subject. So we have a lot of guys on the top of our subject status here. A lot of guys are limited in their growth because of how strong we are. Montenegro's close enough that I just want to... Let's throw it out just so I can get rid of them on my list. They accepted. So power block cohesion. We can now do one more person. Pick a member state that I can subjugate. Not one of the new ones. Johor should be there. Only 22 cohesion. That's nothing. We'll do Uruguay next. So we'll keep that available. By the way, Johor, we're going to... Actually, you're just stuck at protectorate status. So we need to also invest in Johor, which we haven't been doing. Do the rubber plantations first. Run some logging. We're going to just force you to be profitable. We'll use that as leverage to make you loyal. From entangling you economically in the fate of our nation. Also, we're maxed out on companies, so you can actually, if you do a sovereign empire, it's pretty easy to get your companies maxed out. We, in fact, probably could do more stuff. We could do, like, trade routes to more companies and things. If we really wanted to, but I'd honestly rather my companies invest in their area of focus. For instance, you make 800... You do have trade routes, though. 900k in Lorenco Marque. Mostly from coffee. A valuable commodity, that. Okay, so our production, we're just kind of churning through railways, working on our local goods shortages that are getting ever longer, I feel like. Government has become unacceptable at some point. We're going to need to also get another dude in here. Current government needs to be reformed. Do we have an election going on? Or did we have an election? Reminder, this is unacceptable even with our legitimacy lowered. Or, sorry, higher. Part of this is also that we did just up our construction capacity a ton here. Alright, we are working on almost 5 full pages of stuff. Alright, let's work from the bottom up and start fixing some of our problems here. You don't have pop to work, so that's never going to get fixed. Zambezi, you don't have the pop to work either, but we're just going to make sure you have capacity once you have pop. Or Congo, let's do Tenny here. Tanga. Greenland. No way you need that many, but we'll do it. Transvaal definitely are going to need a couple. We're now under. Tankanak. Very inefficient, but we have the funds to spend on it. And I care more about just employing population than anything else. Speaking of standard living, we are right there. Hop, we are still behind US, but we're growing fast. Not as fast as they are. Faster than China, for what it's worth. The one-child policy really does have a adverse effect, I guess, on your growth, even though I don't think that's around at this point. Definitely think that's a communist China thing. Alright, do I want to do industry rights on anybody while we have the stuff here? We don't have anyone who can make lead mines, right? Let's just see what makes sense to expand to. Yeah, we already have someone who can do steel, so I don't really care to expand that for you. You have iron mines. Could give you coal. I like the idea of having our steel mill also own the coal industry. And then next we'll probably do like a silk plantation thing. Yeah, we don't have cotton actually, so both of these could be valuable to grant to the textiles. In fact, let's do that. Or get you both of these. Shit. Oh, you only can do one. Definitely want to do silk then. Logging camps instead of lead mines. Well, we don't have a lot of lead mines, so let's do lead mines here. You already have sulfur. Alright, I want to actually take that away from you. November of 5 years from now. Okay, they're just going to get to keep it. My mistake. Next thing we'll do is go through and get trade rights for everybody. Speaking of, our cohesion is high enough. We can almost get the Netherlands. We can get the Netherlands. And then with the Netherlands involved, I can grab a claim on these 2 regions. I also want to go and subjugate somebody. I was looking at them in the members list. It was Uruguay. And we'll work on Uruguay. So a lot of these treaties I probably should get rid of, but I don't really care to. It makes them like me. At least while they're protectorates and things. I need to go invest in Uruguay. A little bit lacking in the raw materials area, huh? I say vineyards are important. Netherlands have broken our treaty. How'd you leave? Oh, they declined. They declined because I subjugated before they accepted. I see, I see. Okay, we go back. Go back a month. Do that the right order. Do that in the right order. Get Netherlands in before they can leave. And then we subjugate Uruguay. So here... That was in December. Oops. Join, please. Really? That is strange. Let's try an earlier month here. Do I already owe them an obligation that I'm just not seeing? Got an itch in my arm too. So you. Now they're in. Now they can't leave, right? Now we come here and just build some wine export so you can bring me my wine. 21 units of it. Alright, so that makes our power block very strong. Speaking of, I need to remember to do this and this. I'm going to start marching our way up here. Who owns this? British Panama. Let's get a treaty with Mexico. And get right up to the border with the United States. Insubordinate jingoists, okay. A lot of leverage I'm lacking in this region. We will grow by 300, so it's going to probably be pretty tough to grab Mexico without getting anything else here. Makes sense with your 30 million GDP. But I grabbed everybody else because we don't border you. So I'd like a lot of these small Nicaraguan ones. Work on Costa Rica. Years until the game ends. We'll do the same with Honduras. %. Didn't do the 5 years, but that's fine. How are we doing fertilizer? I wish that tooltip worked. Fertilizer, we are the number 2 producer of fertilizer. And we're not far behind Germany. Well, 2K units, but I don't consider that to be too far behind. Guaranteed liberties, we're going to do none of this. You can be mad all you want. China is fighting against SIAC. A lot of people are fighting against SIAC. Fighting against Great Britain. I should say not SIAC, I said that wrong. 7 pages of railways? It is 7 pages of railways. Keeping an eye on our... Naval mandates are fine. We can increase autonomy of some people. The problem is if our subjects are disloyal, we don't want to do that. So yes. We are slowly spreading our wonderful color through this region. Romanian Declaration of Union. I approve of it. We're going to protect Transylvania, our wonderful subject. Give it your best bet. Nine independent members still. Still can't believe we got the French in here. She is a major power. Could turn against them, but they are a stalwart ally, I guess. Alright, so we're going to make our way over into Mexico. Do we want to also do this region? Oil reserves. What the hell? That's cursed. Having two Jabal Shamars. I'll work on Nedged. Because I don't want to touch that icky Jabal Shamar setup that's going on right now. Let's get our trade access here. Alright, we have free construction to use, so we should use it. Deal with our local shortages in places like Somaliland. Need 5 railways. A lot of these things just aren't going to have any railways, I assume, because they never used up their capacity. So we will go and build all the railways, because we'd like our trains here. Big train people. North Madagascar. Greenland has trains. Zambezi. Western New Guinea can have like 4 of them. Zambia. I think I've done most of these. Okay, now what we're going to do instead is focus on one of our areas of shortages. We need a lot of meats. Let's just build a bunch of the meat producing plants. They're called cattle farms or livestock ranches. Focus domestically. We're going to fill out our cattle industry. Don't you ask me when the cows come home, because the sun will never set on our cow empire. Is this a lot? Yes. Do I regret this? No. We're going to have more cows than people, and that's a good life to live. We are about to have enriched fertilizer too, which is nice. Can I incorporate? I can incorporate somebody if they are weak enough. Most of these guys haven't been here long enough, though. Currently on 2 years. Yeah, it's going to take us some time to get this. That's why I love Bremen. When did I get Bremen in here? Paraguay? Montenegro's 1 year. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit. A lot of these are probably through by a different subject. Why are you a unity? Are you a major power? With just yourself. That is depressing. I really do want what is the British Empire here, but you're a subject of Egypt, a subject of Britain, so that's not happening. Any independence that we can welcome? I think we focus. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to focus on subjugating the guys that remain in us, and then we're just going to ride off into the sunset with our current setup here. We span what I'm going to call basically the Roman Empire. We don't have the full, like, Mare Nostrum, but we've done other stuff instead. So we have a unified Imperial Italia, Control here would be nice to have. That's the only region we're really lacking in. We have all of South America. Good chunk of Papua New Guinea as well as Johor. We've done it in the last 30 years by being peaceful, so we've just been focusing on economics. So I'm going to step away. We are going to subjugate all of our countries. Maybe we'll get a couple more people involved. Makes sense. And then I will bring you guys back once we've done some more consolidating of our power here. Really just going to be playing the economic game, I think, at this point. There's nothing really too crazy going on. And I want to click this button here to make you a puppet. This is going to make a pissed off Brazil, though. 74. They get 50. Yeah. Just going to start subjugating all of our people, making them super... reduce subject payment, exempt from service. Super compliant with us, and I'll bring you guys back. Alright, so I did a thing. It wasn't the smartest thing. I got a little bit bored. Well, not bored, just tired of the pop-up saying I had insufficient construction for my investment pool. So I went and built all of the possible construction sectors that we could build. And for some reason it's letting me add over 30 here, but I've queued them all up. They're all built. And so now our construction, we're not at our cap, but let's just see right now. Let's pick something and here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go and say our livestock plantations domestically. I want you to just have all of this. If you can have livestock, have livestock. We're gonna show how much expensive it is to run our full investment pool. What else do you want to upgrade? What are we lacking in? We need some radios and things. Let's go and build some of those. So if we go electric industries, capacity for profit. Let's do boom, 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 boom. Let's do a little bit of peasants here. Let's do Lulabala, whatever. We're gonna make radios. You don't have electricity. Oh, that's a thing we need. Well, we're gonna come to this industry. We're gonna just throw 5 of you there, 20 of you there. And we lose only 2 million. Now this is after... Oh, never mind. We lose 7 million. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. So my whole game I'm going to play with myself is I'm going to see if I can balance our checkbook and run our construction at its highest rate without killing our interests here. So that's going to be my little game I'm going to play. Hope you guys are... hope it turns out all right. We'll see. I can always pause construction if I really want to. And at this point, we're a one-man show. Our GDP is more than almost these 3 guys combined. And honestly, if we pass these 3 guys, everybody else is not that far, is pretty far behind them. Canada's actually having a really great game. Wow, go Canada. So we're just playing the game of, can I actually use all this? Also, we're getting close to getting Mexico involved, and we're starting to, our subjugation, Confederation of the Americas, is now our puppet, our protectorate, sorry. So we're going to work on slowly integrating all these guys into our glorious, glorious union, while seeing if our interest rate is going to come. I've also turned all of our industry everywhere is on automatic expansion, so that's cool. We're going to do it on the railways too. It doesn't really make sense on the railways because I pay for them, so I guess I'm just a cycle of cost. But we're going to turn this on and just let it kind of run itself. So I'll bring you guys back if I have an update. If we go into bankruptcy, we'll see. I can just pause construction to fix it, but we're going to play around with some of these numbers and just see how big of an economy we can build. And we'll probably wrap up this episode in this... we'll go through these last 13 years in this episode. We won't drag you guys out. So I'll bring you guys back when I have an update. It's now 1931. We've let a lot of time pass, and we're making a lot of money. Not enough to be able to afford our actual... I have capital ships. Those would be cool to turn on. Not enough to actually afford our full construction capacity. We're just letting everything auto-build. Like if we go and say, okay, lead mines. I want to go and build some lead mines. I can't build them domestically because we're capped out, but let's say I go sort by earnings and want to build out some lead mines. Oh, I should not do by earnings because it always changes. Do the potential here. Let's say I max out my construction with lead mines in my attached areas. Well, if we max this out, we'll see how much we are in the red in. Let's do this, and we're just gonna fix all the lead problems that the world might have. Give it a week, And suddenly we're costing 5 million. But the good news is if I raise my taxes, I could get 3 million here, and then this is probably another 500,000. So we can probably get close to affording it if I really, really wanted to run my production at all times. That's a lot of micro that I do not care to do. Well, I'm trying to take Corsica because I can. And it looks like we are going to have a little bit of a scuffle to do this. Okay, well, German Empire can fight me all they want. I have quite a lot of stuff here. I could go for a return state for South Tyrol. Let's do it. I also want the fucking Congo. We're going to take the Congo. I'm going to send this 13 stack over here. You, sir, are going to raise your conscripts. We're going to end it out on a war here, which will be fun. Let's see how strong our military is. We haven't touched them in a while. I will just increase our kill power with machine gunners. By the way, tech-wise, we actually got all production done. We actually got all society done. I don't think we get the military done, so a little disappointing we got close to it. If I really, really tried hard here as tech throughout the game, we maybe could have gotten it done. It's not enough. Not enough, but we got a good effort there. So definitely doable if you start as a great power and actually think about it. The P-Brain pop-ups are annoying, but we will deal with them. We're just going to defend front for now. And our goal for you is to take South Tyrol. That is the only thing I really care for. By the way, I'm going to take my navy, put them over here. Maybe this is our chance to get our... what's the world markets? Can I see those? You, sir, in Germany, would love to see your trade. So let's click on the Danish Strait here. You have a shipping lane. You have the Elbe. Well, where's your capital? Can I see, is there a map mode? I want to figure this out before I move them over here. Markets. German market. Let's look at you. There you go. Bremen is your market base. So we send the big navy to Bremen, and you shall blockade this region. Good luck with your 47 boats. Our navy will come and meet you in the strait. It's also a bad time for me to be building all these random things I've queued up, because it's going to cost us some money, but not enough to where I think it'll be a problem. They'll pay for themselves. We'll be back to making money. That being said, this army here is going to be a problem. Who are you? You're Germany, but you're using a line infantry? Oh, you do have squad. Never mind. Upgraded all of our units. Good. We're going to do a naval invasion of Corsica, and then we'll come down and take the south over here. We're going to pull out our 10-stack army here. France is getting got in a war again. That isn't terrible, though. If they get got too hard, we can take them as a subject. But they need to really, really lose a war for that to happen. Let's subjugate. We're in war, so we can't do it. But we could subjugate Nejd. Do our naval invasion here. The one in the Western Mediterranean. Curious to see how this market shapes up. How's our blockade level? We're in a fight, which is why it's getting changed. We're going to win the fight. We are getting pushed here, though. We're doing battle straight now. I'd rather get concrete fortifications. Stormtroopers is also good. Let's just knock out the things that will probably help us here. And then a little bit of extra chemical warfare. was focusing on text, which is why I did the concrete thing first. Let's decrease our infamy with Nejd. We have a cautious advance anywhere? We don't. Okay, this army here, we're going to do another naval invasion of Congo with our fleet in the mainlands. Let's get the defense here. How is your market looking? I just have to keep repelling these guys to actually get this to work. Eight days. British Congo is falling. I think we're doing all right here. We are making money even in the midst of war. If I go to markets here, now you're a market. How much trade levels do you have, right? You have 31 trade centers, which is why I'm looking at this achievement here that's possible. There's the world market is connected to at least 100 trade center levels, so I need to fully blockade it. We will do so once this invasion over here is done. Win us our naval invasion here. Corsica is gone. That's our main war goal. You want Moldavia. Moldavia won their little fight. So let us sit in war here. All right, this will win us this region. Guns and steam. It's like prestige. Can I lower my subjects' autonomy while I'm in war? I can. Problem is Montenegro's pissy. Do I care about Montenegro? Not really. Let's also improve with Ecuador since they are our subject, if you will. And there is the Congo. Well, how's this blockade looking? We're gonna go blockade another army. Stuck here just beating up their navies. I'm gonna want to take this. I don't want to actually put you on the front. I want to put you in just in the area. We're gonna play the blockade game. Sorry, I got a text right as I started talking there, and my brain died. So, what do we need? We're gonna take we have the Congo. They want Moldavia. We're gonna fight for Tyrol. We can sit in this war as long as we possibly want here. Now the question is on our competitor's side. So he has good gold reserves. So do we. We just have to win out here. You want kill rate. I suspect we want to get more conscripts here. And this is also working towards achievement because we need people to die on a front for us to get a different achievement in the game. And so we shall. We need a total of 1,000 deaths on this front. A million. What's the exact achievement? Have over 1 million battle casualties on a single front. Well, I see 1 million right here. Does that not count? Maybe the war has to end? I don't know. There it is. Have over 1 million battle casualties on a single front. Good. This market is now 90% access? What the hell? Blockade and blockade. Let's put one of you like over here. Shouldn't have an effect, but I would think that the blockade would take effect here. Unless you have an agreement to trade through somebody. $26. Oh, we need a presence? Oh, we need to have higher presence here. So let's come over here and just put them together. They're kind of getting pushed back a little here. What are they running with? Piece artillery, squad, lancers. Same stuff we're running with. I mean, the concrete fortifications are going to help. Oh, NCO training because they have squad infantry. I see. Okay, well let's do something unique here then. Let's get another army. We're gonna recruit some guys for it. We're gonna open up a second front. It's gonna be hard for us to hire. $300 frontliners. Some of these are not going to track, but 150 or 60 of you guys. And we're going to send in the cavalry as our last thing. I should do, not by peasants, I'm going to do by job seekers. This is the mistake here. Here we go. Alright, I'm also going to probably have problems with this, so let's just throw some more here. Max out these two regions. We've eliminated the peasant in Italy. They are not around. And we've created an army that we can send out everywhere. I'm using engines on those guys. So is the blockade working? It's not working. We're gonna just take this, and we're gonna just use you to do some naval invasions. First things first, let's do one just here to clean up the Istria region. Grab the one in North Sea, actually the one in Baltic. We'll fight until you fall. Now, we are not getting the good side of this war, but we can make do. Because we have naval invasions, which are the real strat. Throw some more guys here. Another fleet needs the Navy. Alright, this guy who's just sitting here, we're going to use you as another naval invasion. Can I actually do an invasion of this? How does that work? That can't be illegal. You're joking, right? I can just invade the back line here? What a strange game we're in. And it worked. What do you mean I'm not at war with them? I'm quite at war with them. Where's our other army that we were raising? This one? Sorry, Jess, we just need more of this. We're going to do just an invasion over here with the one in Central Med. What a strange way to just open up fronts. I guess it's the military access I've been getting. Alright, we've achieved parity in a lot of ways. We just need to get our infantry upgraded. Lose some momentum here. I wonder if we will have time to actually win this before... We might, because no one's defending this naval invasion. You pulled off guys to help out there. That means I can do some attacks here. We're about to land 500 troops right behind them, too. We definitely will hold up here for the... You're in battles. Starting to win down here, which is where the war goal is. There's our invasion. And there's our war goal. Up Tyrol. Congo still in this? Congo should be gone. South Tyrol's fully occupied. No, they have 1% here. Okay, I wonder. Oh, we are kind of getting screwed because of all the too large of a... Here's what we need to do. We need to stop this landing. I want you to do... Come into our friendly territory. We're going to do an invasion of Franconia. Just going to come and split the front here. That's taken. There we go. There's the main war goal. We are losing money, and that's fine. We've upped our military power. Shame I could never get the complete blockade of this market. It's really weird, because we're outside there. We have our blockade strength. Do I need more ships here? Let's take this, unify all of you together. And see if that gets it for us. These guys are about to run down us from the rear here. We need to stop that. Yeah, that happened. We're going to do blockade. Let's see if we can get this achievement. We've won the war. I would think this would blockade your world base. Oh, German, they're out. Never mind. No, yours is over there in Pomerania. I see. Okay, we were blockading Bremen's cap. Oh, I'm an idiot. If I sat here, we would have gotten the achievement. Let's go back and do that again. We're going to do that again just to knock it out while we're here. Go back 3 months. We know we win the war. And all we need to do to actually 100% get it is to knock out our main competitor here. Yeah, it was hiding from me. Pomerania. What is the access to this? Where's the Z zone in? These are the Danish Straits. That's the Baltic. So we need to be in the Danish Straits. We will unify the first Italian fleet here too. Blockade. Could be enough. 100% blockade. Hold. There we go. It's a blockade. Fully blockaded world market. Connect at least 100 trades. There we go. That should be a done war here. Our Navy. Stop that, please. Stop the invasion. Please stop the invasion. Oh, thank you. Almost screwed that. Screwed the pooch there. We can reset our state, though. And we are a semi-unified Italy. We do have some weird little things going on with our subjects here and there. But if I go to my subjects, I can puppet somebody. Let's puppet you. You're big and powerful. You got beat up, but you're still great power rank, so it doesn't matter. And you can probably be subjugated in a year. We probably have time to subjugate one of the other independent people. We had Nejd and Costa Rica. Did I already get... Who is independent? My member of my power block. So Mexico, we know. Nejd and Costa Rica. We're going to do Costa Rica. And while we're here, let's take a round. So we have 1 year left. We're going to finish this out here. Let's just make sure everything has automatic expansion on. And we'll look at our stats. So 1.5 billion GDP. That's pretty nice. Compare that to the other guys. We're bigger than the next two guys combined. German Empire's made a push here. Prestige-wise, we are bigger than the next three combined. 20k prestige. Standard living, we are only behind our own subject, who apparently is doing really fucking good. 151 million population. We are the #1 GDP per capita, I should say. It's close between us and our subject to Sardinia Piedmont, so we're bringing wealth with us. Transylvania, why is your pop doing so hot here? You're doing... I guess because there's only so few. You have less than 1 million, so it's easier, but still, it's a little bit offensive to me that you're greater than me in terms of standard living. We have excess consumption taxes. I could leverage them if I wanted to. We will not. We'll leave it be. Maxed out construction everywhere, but... Oh, wait. We got to max out Tyrol's construction. And so if we look at construction sectors, we will have no domestic options for construction. We are... Oh, I took Corsica too. Soon to be no domestic options for construction. We are completely capped out on there. Our investment pool is massive. We have 270 million getting to 2.5 a turn. And the big thing I want to look at here is our... this is just force of habit at this point to upgrade these guys. I want to take a look at the strength of our companies. So Fiat makes us $500,000 in company profit. They have excess trade rights, so we should probably just, you know, you can now have trade rights, Fiat. Congrats. Plantation Society makes us $2 million in profit, even more than Fiat, even though their productivity is less. They've just been around longer and they have more stuff. De Beers, Consolidated Mines, they make 570K. I don't know how much value I got out of this. It's nice to have the gold one, but we probably could have gotten a better value asset here. Companies are a lot better in this patch than they've ever been. So maybe in the future we don't do De Beers. Steel Company, I think, was definitely worthwhile, especially for the luxury product they make. It just seems to make sense here. They've struggled a little bit. They've gone back and forth based on the popularity of this guy. He's pretty disliked, but still all right. Premium Textiles, another good one, 390. They've expanded to a lot of places. Always in demand, always a good option. Then our Home Goods is another great one, I think. I love them. Like, it's everywhere. They make 510K. And we have our Chemical Company, who's actually done pretty well for themselves, considering they're the last one we got. And they have 220K in profit. So I really do like the company system. I only hope it gets more and more in depth, because that is a lot of fun. You know, like, I really enjoy that change. I think that's probably the best addition I've seen. I do like, I think, the treaty menu. It's a little hard to navigate at times, especially these sub-menus. They could be, you know, it can be confusing. Like, I almost never am going to look at the law commitment stuff, so... Although you can maybe do some state transfer things here. Yeah, I could see situations where you can actually get some states off of people for like 5-year treaty and then betray it. That could be really interesting. But still, pretty cool. Pretty cool. You've also maxed out the commanders here. So overall, very happy with this patch. It's got me excited to play Vicky again. We needed something like this, and I think this is the perfect just like shot of adrenaline into us Vicky players here. So I think we'll definitely have more Vicky on the channel. I don't think it's going to be going away anytime soon. I have a couple ideas for challenge runs, so they will probably be the ones I'm trying out here. Your major power. Oh, he's going to fall to minor power. How long until he falls to minor power? Are we going to get Mexico in time? We're just going to sit here and watch Mexico and see. We're up to high enough cohesion. I could subjugate our last non-Mexico, non-other guy of Nejd, who's in a diplomatic place. We can't do that. We're just going to watch and see if we can grab Mexico here if he drops below. Come on now. If he goes above 981, it's going to be our problem. Okay. But yeah, really excited to try Vicky again. We'll probably have it be a continuous series like it's always been, but we'll make sure there's always some Vicky coming out, I think. And I'm doing some other stuff in the background. I'm thinking about trying some more long-form content, some more stuff in higher editing. I mean, my Let's Plays, it's very minimal editing. I just watch it, make sure it sounds good, cut it up. If there's like jump cuts and things, then I throw it out there. And so I want to try and flex my editing muscles more and try different stuff. So there's some different stuff going on with that. Not really in Vicky right now, but more with other games that are coming out that I want to do some fun things around. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I think as always, I really like your guys' comments. I appreciate them. I read them all. We do have, almost never mentioned it, but we have the time right now. All they hopped up. There's a community Discord. It's in the description of all of these. If you want to get in touch with me or just have a comment that you feel like I'm not paying attention to, hit me up in the Discord. I can see that a lot often. You know, YouTube, it's a shame their viewing thing on the channel side to see comments. You can only see the main comment. You can't really see the replies really well, so it's hard to kind of track those. But my Discord's there. You can get in touch with me there. I'm pretty responsive for most things, and I do like to talk to you guys. I think I want to try to build a community. You know, even if we're still just kind of a pretty small channel, and this is my hobby. It's still something I like to talk about. So if you have anything you want to reach out to me for, hit me up in the Discord. All right, 2 or 3 months. August, September, October, November, December. We're almost there. What is this war? Slovenia? I don't really care for it. Anything we want to look at here? I guess we could look at our global GDP. We finished with a max of 125 in Sardinia, Piedmont, and Lombardy was bigger, 150, the largest state. And then I guess let's look at our GDP ownership. What's our smallest ownership state? Probably like here, 35% French. Yeah, it's interesting that we take these, but we don't get all of their land. I guess it's because we don't have investment rights. I didn't ever really recognize that a lot of the stuff stays with the people you conquered, so you don't really get the full value from claiming it. Also maxed out investment pool, maxed out society, maxed out everything. I think this is a good closing, even though our construction's terrible. That's quite bad. Let's do arc welding. Kick it up even more. We afford our... Well, we can afford everything because we're not actually using it, but... Yeah, that's one thing they can improve. The automated expansion kind of fails on the higher levels here. But we'll let Slovenia not die. Please don't die. Can I send... Oh god, just send this guy. Knock it out, home army, let us be proud. And we will end at peace. Hopefully. Maybe. Peace. Cool. We'll pull up some graphs. We'll look at them. I don't really find much value in them, but you guys might. So we'll look at the graphs. Look at that curve. Look at the GDP. We really didn't take off until late in the game here. This is just not a huge early game. I mean, I guess... When did we form Italy? I don't really know. Standard living was fine. We have our drops down here, and I kick over some other stuff. Population just steady growing. Mostly Catholic animist. That's all the African land we've attained, and same with the Sunni. Same over here. Political strength is all in the North Italian and South Italian. So you have Oromo, which is in Ethiopia. And all of this arable land was converted to cows. So that's 2,714 cow farms we built. Some number of those, probably not all of them. But anyways, I'm just kind of waffling here. Anyways, for now, we're calling it. If you guys enjoyed, I've been Sean, the Blue Screeners, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.